I packed in my job and I made up my mind to spend my life looking for gold. That old gold bug really did me good, and I'm doing so.
You know, a while back I was looking at some old videos on the computer, and I came across this old video that was filmed several years ago. And I started watching it, and man, it brought back a lot of memories of the old days when we used to go out as a group and do a lot of hunting for gold. There was a lot of people. There's over 50 people out there at that time. And I look at some of them people, and some of them people ain't even with us anymore. It was quite interesting, though. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys, and so that's what I'm going to do now. I'll let you guys see that video, and hopefully that you guys will enjoy it.
On a sunset, like a Maxfield Parrish painting, all flamingo pink and gold. Watching as another day sinks down behind that old mountain in a blaze of color, almost too fantastic to behold. There's something mighty special in an Arizona sunset, like a strange and powerful presence is telling you goodnight, as the last red razor cast upon old Superstition Mountain. One moment can last forever in that strange and holy light. There's a silence and a peace here that can take your breath away. The beauty of the land can't be denied. Colors run like stallions for the winds of night.
To this old prospector. I'm Jack Tucker. We're here in Arizona. We're out on a mining claim that's owned by the prospecting club known as Miners Creek. They get together once a month and they have these common digs, and then they split all the gold at the end of the day. One question I get asked a lot is, where do you dig for gold, and why would you dig in a particular spot? That's what I thought we would do today. We're out here in some of these washes. It's dry. There is no running water out here, so we're going to walk up and down some of these washes and show you particular areas, why you might dig in this spot or not dig in a spot. On the other side of the hill is where the group is getting together, having their dig at, and we'll walk over there and talk to some of them and see some of the equipment they're running and maybe see some of the gold that they're finding. So anyways, there's a wash right over there, and that's where we're going to start at, so let's get going. And the areas that you'd want to dig at, if you look over in here, this is a higher spot here and this is a lower spot here. You've got different types of gravels, different types of dirt. You got a lot of sand down in through here, which is just your granite, decomposed granite. You can see some of the black sand that's mixed in with this areas. You can see the larger boulders that are traveling down and through here. It's kind of on a little slope. It's dropping down a little bit, so the gold generally will just kind of keep on going since it is down a little bit of a hill. Over into here, there's a little island that maybe it's pushed off over into here. You see some larger rocks. You got some gravel over into here. So places to dig, I would probably get a sample out right here. This is like a little mound that's built up right through here, your larger rocks, and then any gold would have dispersed out right in this area. Some of this lighter sand is a blonde type of sand. There shouldn't be any really big gold in there. That's just your finer type of gold that would have traveled with your sand, although the sand is a good indication for the gold, but it wouldn't be right in the sand. Over into here, there's a nice layer of bank. That would be another area to dig into, and we should check this out too. We're going to do a sample here, we're going to do a sample there, and then we'll see where else we should do a sample at too. Now in this here bank, you can see another bank coming down. If you look at the top of this bank, there's like a mud layer. There's really no rocks in here. And then further down in here, you see a gravel layer that's running through. And if you pull some of these rocks out, you can see that they're round, they're smooth. They've had a lot of water over them, whether they've been washed through the water coming down or a lot of weathering has been over these rocks right here. So this gravel layer right here could contain some gold in it, generally towards the bottom. If this is coming down through here and the gold being heavy, it will run at the bottom of this gravel layer. So this is always, could be another good sign to get some gold at. Anyway, some samples. We're going to take a sample out right here, probably a little bit back in here. There's a bigger gravel layer right there. We're going to get a sample out. So let's start here. Now, one reason I like this here little area right here is just because you got your larger rocks up on top. It's out of the main body of this wash coming down. Most of the gold would just keep on traveling down with the force of the water, unless it's down deeper on bedrock. And bedrock here could be several feet down, could be 15, 20 feet down or not. So the gold is going to disperse itself out of the flow of this water, and if it's traveling with these larger rocks, it's going to want to settle towards these banks. And you've got this nice little gravel layer that's running right here. And if we get rid of some of these larger rocks out of here, and I probably should have brought a scoop down with me, but I'm just going to take some of this out of here. Fill that pan about as full as I can get it anyway. Now you probably won't find no great big nuggets, but you can find some nice flakes. You should find a lot of fines. Any of the larger nuggets that you'd probably find would be somehow in a bedrock, which probably could be further down. You need some type of an area for that gold to drop out at. Bedrock further down. Some of your banks can contain some larger gold, but generally your larger pieces of nuggets are going to be further down. You got a lot of this hematite. It's a black rock, a magnetite. This is laying all up and down through here. It's all over through here. There's black rocks. They kind of look like little shiny raisins. They come in all different sizes, large and small. It's a good indication that there's gold around here. Granite, that's another good indication of gold. And of course, quartz. Quartz is laying all up and down through here. So what we're going to do now is take this over to a panning tub, and we'll see if we got any gold. It is a little warm today. Summer's on its way. It's about 120 degrees. No, it ain't that hot. It's probably about 70, 80 degrees. Okay, water. Whenever you're out in the desert, you should always make sure you have plenty of water. Don't use up all your water just for panning, because if dehydration overtakes you or something like that, you're going to wish you had some extra water to wet yourself down. We got a couple 5-gallon containers of water, so it's always better to haul more water with you than not. You can always dump it out or take it back home, but if you're out far away from home out in the desert, you'll wish you had more water if you didn't. Okay, that should be about good for water there. Put the caps back on it. One thing about in the summertime out in the desert too, you'll find that a panning tub, I just have this one for now, but generally you have a tub that's got a cover on it, like a little Rubbermaid tub. Bugs will inundate your water, so if you can keep a tub on it, you'll keep the bees and the wasp and all your bugs out, because water is scarce out here. All right, submerge your pan in water. Let's see, what I should try and do here is lift this up a little bit so you can kind of see that. Larger rocks, you don't need them. I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be any gold in these larger rocks sitting on top of the surface of the ground there. If I was in a river or something, it might have been different. Go ahead and just Throw those away, larger rocks. Do have a classifier screen in the back of the truck, and guess could have used it too to help aid in getting rid of some of this larger rocks out of here. First thing you'll want to do when you're panning is just reach in and mix up all the material. Like I say, throw away any larger rocks out of there. And then circular motions with your riffles in front of you, keeping water always above the material. Allow the gold to go to the bottom. And then you just rotate. Aerate the material all up, keep it liquid, and then slowly lift your pan, allow the water to come in, and pull the material back out. Reach in, throw the larger rocks away, lower the pan back a little bit, small circular motions, lift the pan up, and let the water just kind of come in and out. Take it all the way down to about a tablespoon of that black sand. I see nothing big. And then just slowly bring the water, let the water kind of come up. And look at that. There's gold. There's quite a few small little flecks of gold in there, I would say. And that was just one pan. So if we ran a dry washer, we could probably get a lot of gold out of there. So that was an excellent spot to dig into. We did get some gold, so we wasn't skunked there. Okay, we're still walking down this wash right here, and if you look on this side of this wash, you see kind of this white layer. This is your like a kichi layer that's laid in here, a kichi bed. The rocks are very small, they're angular rocks. Chances of finding any gold up and through here, I don't think would be any good. And when you look over here on this wash coming down, on this side of the wash, you see this bedrock layer right here. This is some hard stuff, and it's coming down through here, and it would come all the way down. And if you dug down in here, you would still run into this bedrock down deeper. So if you got rid of all this overburden, which could have some fine gold in it, and then this bedrock will have those cracks in it where that gold would deposit itself inside of these cracks. Sometimes you can dig up on this higher bench up here and pull some of these rocks down and find some gold up there too. But it sounds like they're finding really good gold over there in the panning tub where they're panning at, and we're going to go over there and check that out and see what kind of gold that they're finding. Alrighty, I hear you guys are all finding good gold over here. Let's see the gold. That's pretty good. How many pieces of gold's in there?
23.
23 pieces of gold. Do you know how many people are out here digging today?
At least 56.
56. 56 people digging for gold today, and they're about halfway there for everybody to get their share of gold. I don't know if you can zoom in and get a close-up of that there, but that's some decent stuff. You've been working for how long now?
About 2 hours.
2 hours for that? How much fines have you been getting?
A lot of fun.
A lot of fines? Yeah. So it should be a pretty good split. Generally dig up until, start around 9:30, dig up till noon hour, then break for lunch, and maybe dig again up until that 2 o'clock hour, and then they'll tear everything down and split up all the gold amongst everybody here, the gold that they're finding. So that's pretty good. Are you you keeping track?
I'm guard.
What's your name and where are you from?
Gary Yeager from Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
Good. Good to meet you, Gary, from Steamboat. Where are you from? Here, let me take your pan. Where are you from?
I'm from Wickenburg.
Wickenburg. What's your name?
Sue Dickerson.
Oh, well, it's good to meet you. You guys hold on to that gold right there. You're the one keeping track of all this gold, huh?
Yes.
You're making sure nobody dumps the gold.
Right.
Because I know sometimes people will come in and grab a pan to pan in and the gold just goes out. So that happens a time or two. They're getting some gold there, huh?
Don't look bad at all, Jack.
Yeah? Well, it looks like you guys are doing really good here, so you're finding lots of gold. So we'll let you all pan again, and we'll continue on down here and see what other kind of trouble we can stir up of everybody.
So we're all going to have valley fever after this with the dust all gone in our face.
Okay, here's some members right here. They're digging. This is the hot dog stand right here. Alrighty, hi.
Hi,
Tell me your name, where you're from.
Mike White. We're full-time RVers out of Oregon.
Yeah. Well, everybody's basically digging in this wash, so tell me how come you're digging right here for?
Why I'm digging over, I don't know. Well, if you look, what we found here when we were digging in the wash was a band of caliche that's full of black sand, and we panned out some of it, and it had a couple little pieces of gold in it. So that's what we're working on. Whether it's productive or not, who knows?
Well, if it had gold in it, so you got some red dirt above it, and then below the red dirt you've got a little caliche layer, so that gold then should be kind of right in that band between that caliche layer and that red dirt.
That's what we thought, but the stuff that I took was out of the caliche band. And
Yeah.
The caliche band is kind of crumbling, so...
Yeah. Well, generally caliche is like deteriorated bedrock, ancient bedrock, and back when it was soft, the gold could have got laid in it, and then it solidifies itself and gets hard, and yeah, it could be down within the layers of that, but generally it's in the top section right there in that band, and this down. Alrighty, well, we're just walking around seeing how everybody's doing, so...
You need a pick?
No, I'll let
No,
you...
you don't need a pick.
Don't need a
Okay.
pick. Okay, we're going to go down over here.
So I can't tell whether there's gold from this hole or that hole. It's just too hard to say.
It's getting everybody making dust today.
And here's some more people digging. All right, guys, how you doing?
Doing good.
All right. You finding some gold here?
Oh, a couple pieces so far.
Just a couple pieces?
Yeah.
How come you guys are digging in this particular spot?
Because you told me that's what's going on.
He smelled gold when we got here.
You smell gold?
I like that red dirt. It just looks like the place it ought to be, and then that fractured rock, it's going to hang up in there.
Well, it's funny, you got red dirt here, and you get just down below here, and it turns more of that white powder, that caliche layers.
We took some out of there too because of that.
Yeah.
Finding gold in all of it though, aren't we?
You are. There is gold. I saw down in the tub where we're going to eventually make it down to and look at some of that. But
it looks good.
Yeah. Well, the red dirt just has more mineralization in it, and then probably down there where the caliche layer is, over the eons, the caliche just kind of broke apart and contained the gold as it flowed on down. But so far, they're getting good gold out of here.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
Nice for a change. I am too.
Are you?
Yes.
A lot of this rock has quartz seams right through it too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Well, it looked like a lot of that was really coarse type gold that I seen down in there.
It is.
So it could have been shot up in all this little pieces of bedrock that you guys are just raking down and fractured stuff.
It's just full of it.
It probably is. It's all over here.
We might have to abandon our hole we've been working in and come up here now.
Ain't that the way? See, that's why the digs, they always do them in different spots, you know, to get you away from over there to come over here.
To concentrate people here.
That's right. That's why we can't tell anybody exactly where we're at, because we don't want an influx of people here. So.
That's right.
But, all right, well, I'm glad we're here finding you guys are finding gold. So I'll let you guys get back to work, and I'll see you guys later on. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
Man, you're putting out some dust here.
Hell yeah!
How you doing?
Well, we're getting all kinds of gold.
Where you from? What's your name?
Andrew,
Andrew? Where you from?
wherever I park it, I live in a trailer. I'm just trailer trash. Actually, it's a garage. I got an ATV in the back of it, so I sleep with an ATV.
You're a full-time RVer then?
More or less.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got a warehouse out there in North Range.
Yeah?
Come out there for a couple months during the spring. Change the oil, dig the little gold, drink y'all's beer.
Well, you're running a Keen Drywasher. Well, this is the big one.
Yeah, I know it.
And it's awful dusty. These things put out a lot of dust.
Well, they're supposed to. The more you get, the better you're doing.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So have you did any cleanups?
Well, I don't know what they're doing over there. I've taken 2 buckets over there. I don't know what they got. I was going to go over the next time and see if she remembered which bucket was mine.
Yeah?
Probably not. What the hell? We don't know.
Well, it looks like it's running pretty good anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, all right, man. Okay, well, it's good to meet you, and I hope you find a lot of gold in here.
I do always find gold.
All righty.
Yeah, I hang them down up there at that Scenic Loop Road thing, up there in that area up in there.
Yeah?
Well, where you had the state thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get a lot of gold.
And out in before that, yeah? It's awful dusty. You should be wearing gas masks. Okay.
Yeah, but I wore one once. I didn't like it, you know.
I know.
The damned old wimps wear that crap.
I know, just suck it in, huh?
Just suck it up, man. Be happy.
Okay, there's some people digging down there. We got to go down here. Well, we have some people digging right here. Hi guys, how you guys doing?
Hey Jack, how you doing?
All right, what's your guys' name? Where are you from?
Paul.
Paul?
Paul from Surprise.
Surprise.
Debbie from
Debbie?
Surprise.
Both of you from Surprise. What a coincidence, huh? Well, how come you guys are digging right here for?
Well, we're hoping to find some gold. We're looking at this outcropping coming down through here, and we're hoping that it trapped some gold a long time ago, and we're going to get to it.
Well, and you got a dry washer set up there, so you're running it through your dry washer.
Yep.
Another one of them big Keen dry washers, huh? Yeah. Well, it looks like a good spot here with this, fractured bedrock coming down. If there's any gold in there, it does look like a good spot for it. So there's probably be an old dike that went through here, and it was probably once upon a time this high, and over weathering and time just worked its way down, and all the gold just kept depositing here.
If we don't find it on this side, we're going to try the other side.
Over there?
On the other back side of it.
Yeah. You never know where the gold is. Gold is, like they say, it's always where you find it.
Where you find it. So we're going to find out shortly.
I found this pick right down there. It looks like somebody left it. It broke. It don't go together no more. So.
Is that an antique?
No, it looks like.
Archaic.
Well, you could put a new handle on it and put it back together again, but Anyways, I don't want to take up your guys' time. Looks like you guys got some good buckets of dirt going on, so we'll let you continue to dig. They're finding good gold down in there, though. I've seen it.
We're going to go down and check it out here shortly.
That's where we're going to go here real soon. Continue on up and see why everybody's digging what they're digging for, and that's, you know, that's where a lot of people want to know is where to dig, why to dig, and so that's what we're out here doing, having fun, like
Having
you guys
fun.
are.
That's it.
All right, back to work, guys.
Thank
See you guys. And these ladies over here are running a recirculator. You fill the tub full of water and it recirculates the water. You already did a cleanup. Did you find any gold here?
A few flakes.
Just a few flakes?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we changed to where they were finding the pickers, so now maybe we'll get something.
Find some better gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, looks good. It's got a little spray bar up here. Just put the gold up there, or your dirt, and goes on through, falls through. Similar to a dry washer, only a wet system is just recirculates the water that you fill full of this tub here. Alrighty, we just stopped by to see what you're doing. We're eventually making it down to this panning tub where I hear there's a lot of gold at.
Oh, good. Well,
It's awful dusty around here.
13 of those we picked right off the black mat, right out of the dry washer.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. Your name is Cliff, I can tell, huh?
Right. Yeah, look at the sign.
Yeah, I could tell that from your name badge there. So where are you from?
Originally?
Yeah.
I was raised just outside of Hemming, Indiana. It's about 30 miles southeast of the Chicago Loop.
Oh, yeah? So how long you been a member here?
I just joined yesterday.
Oh, you just joined? Oh, well,
I was one of the two guys that Buck brought in yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, he's signing up everybody, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been looking, I came down here 15 years ago, and I've been looking for somehow to get acquainted, you know. You can't do it alone, learn everything alone. You got to have help. And until Buck came along,
yeah,
he's eating in the same restaurant breakfast for a year before people around him wised up. Hey, that son of a bitch is a pro, you know.
Yeah. Well, he stirred you right, anyways, didn't he?
Wow. So suddenly everybody started talking to him, and then he would talk back, and you know.
Now you're out here finding gold.
And now I just looked up and I saw he's panning on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you're out here, and it's good that you're a member, and we're glad to have you in the club, and you joined the right club, and hopefully now you can find lots of gold, and the camaraderie of everybody out here, well, that's what it's all about.
Buck has been great.
Yeah.
People following around with their mouths open for a long time. Well, he's sort of picking and choosing who he's going to take out, you know.
Yeah. Well, some clubs are very, they don't like to show you where the gold is at. They want you to join the club, but they don't want you to have any gold. But this is one club that they'll be glad to help you and show you where gold is at, and hope you can find some gold. They like you to find gold. So.
I've been looking off and on for 15 years.
Yeah?
I showed Buck my equipment 2 or 3 days ago. He said, I'm ready to go. I got everything you have.
You got everything? You're just, yeah. Well, in a good area and you're in a good club, so. Find anything in there?
Oh, yes. Doing well.
Doing well?
Hey, look at there. There's a picker.
2 of them?
2 pickers.
Oh, my gosh. They just keep showing up, huh?
Yeah,
all righty. Well, okay, I just had to come over here and see how you guys were doing over here, so.
I'll be back over.
Well, I sure had a lot of fun today, and I hope you did too, and I hope you learned a few things. One thing you should know is the ATVs can be dangerous, and you shouldn't go out prospecting by yourself. We found some gold, and that's a good thing. You don't always find gold, but you get out here in the Mother Nature, the fresh air. It was a warm day today, but that didn't stop anybody. We all had a good time, and we all found some gold.
Just a pretty desert picture of an Arizona.
Let's get back down here. Yep, them bees, they scare me. That's all I need to see. I'm one of those people that don't like bees. I hope I don't fall on my rear here either.
It's like a TV camera. Where'd you get that?
It is. Okay. Alrighty. Good. How do we end this?
In a blaze of color, almost
I gotta think here for a sec here.
You know, it's funny how times change and years go by, and before you know it, it's gone. So as I always say, get out there and enjoy it. Have some fun. I've been doing this now for all these years, and I'm still doing it. Having fun, too. So you guys get out. Hey, I want to thank you guys coming along and sharing on these adventures, and I appreciate you all. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody.